I just started using Clawdbot and it is a mind-blowing AI agent. You can see over at the website, they did a rebranding, named it as Moldboard now, but this is the AI that actually does things. And you can pretty much do anything with it. You have multiple options to install this, whether you want a one-liner installer or if you go with a more sophisticated and manual installation. In this video, I'm going to be guiding you how to install this locally on a computer, also integrated with any chat app like WhatsApp, as well as how to run this in WebUI and Terminal UI as well. It is completely open source and works with everything like WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Slack, Signal, iMessage, Claude. You just have to name the app and Clawdbot is going to work with it. Also, if you want to cut out the cost of API providers, you can always use local models on your computer using LM Studio or Olama. It's totally up to you. So make sure that you stick till the end of the video because I'm going to be showing you how you can integrate this with WhatsApp and talk with your AI assistant no matter where you are remotely. You don't even have to be on a computer to communicate with your AI assistant. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video and start installing this exciting project. Hi and welcome back to Skill Club. This is Hosham Reyes and we're finally getting started with this video. So let's start with how to set this up locally. So we have the GitHub page right here. And if you scroll all the way down here, you have a beginner guide. So we have a couple of methods to install this and get a native integration. As you can see right here, we have a quick start section with a one-liner install. You can go ahead and change your operating system, whether you're using Mac OS or Linux, it's totally up to you. You can just click here, change it to Mac OS and Linux. I'm going to go to Windows and here I just need to copy this command and this should do everything for me. This should install the whole thing. But I want to show you how you can install this using Node as well. And here you have the recommended install option, which goes like npm install globally and then Clawdbot at latest. It's going to install the Clawdbot locally and globally on your computer using npm, the Node package manager. But for this, you need to have the Node version greater or equal to 22. So this was another alternative. Now we're just going to go ahead and try both of these methods. So I'm just going to open up my terminal. Pretty simple. Here, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to paste in the command that I copied from the website right here and hit enter. Also, one thing that I want to mention here is that this application is licensed to you by Sonar and Microsoft is not responsible for or nor does it grant any license to third-party packages. What this means is that it's your own responsibility that you're installing this onto your local computer and giving it access to your computer as well as your credentials. So always be on guard when you're doing this. It's your personal choice if you want to do this. I would go ahead and do this because this computer is just for work. It doesn't have anything sensitive or personal on it. So that's why it's appropriate for me. So if you don't have the Node version greater than or equal to 22, it's going to install the Node version and then you have to restart your terminal. So I'm just going to go ahead and restart my terminal. After restarting the terminal, I'm just going to paste in the same command and hit enter. Now this should install. As you can see, we have the Node.js version, we have Windows. So it's going to start installing Clawdbot at the latest. Once you have Clawdbot installed successfully, it's going to consider your local computer as its home. As you can see here, home sweet home. Don't worry, I won't rearrange the furniture. After all of this, they have a security warning right here that Clawdbot agent can run commands, read write files, and act through any tools you enable. They can only send messages on channels you configure, for example, on account you log in on this machine or a bot account like Slack or Discord. And so if you understand how powerful this is and the risk, you can agree to it or you can disagree. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit yes. And now we can start integrating the applications that we want. So if you want the easy way out, you can go with quick start. And by just clicking quick start, it's going to configure details later via Clawdbot configure. And if you go by manual, you have to configure the port, network, tail scale. You have to head to the GitHub repo. And here you can see we have the configuration right here. But for now, I'm just going to go with the quick start right here and hit enter. Now you can choose your model provider. It's totally up to you which model provider you want to go with. You can also configure multiple models here. I'm going to go with OpenAI API key. So I'm just going to go ahead and say OpenAI here and it's going to ask me whether I want to go with OpenAI's API key or Codex. So for now, I'm just going to integrate my OpenAI's API key. And to get the API key, you just have to go to platform.openai.com and here you have to go to API keys and let's just create a new key. So this is going to be Clawdbot and let's just select the project, create the key. I'm just going to copy this, done, and that's it. Let's paste that in right here and hit enter. So as soon as you do that, it's going to ask you which model do you want as your default model. It's totally up to you which model you want to go with. But for just testing, I'm just going to go with GPT-5 mini right here. Now here you can integrate it with applications like Telegram, WhatsApp, Discord, Google Chat, wherever you want to use this board. So I'm just going to go with WhatsApp for now. Now, as soon as you open up a WhatsApp desktop on your computer, it's going to start linking it and saving the credentials and information in your computer. Once you finalize that you want to link the WhatsApp, just say yes, and it's going to start linking. And I just need to scan this QR code on my phone to start the chat with this bot. Let me just go ahead and do that. So after you scan the QR code, it's going to link and ask you to restart WhatsApp. And also you can specify whether this WhatsApp is your personal phone number or a separate phone just for Clawdbot. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this is my personal right here and hit enter. And I can add my personal phone number right here if I want to receive a message from Clawdbot. So let me go ahead and do that. Now I can just go ahead and integrate a web search API. So that way I will be connected to the internet. So to do that, what you need to do is just say Clawdbot, then configure -- section. And here you have to specify the section which you want to configure. Let's say you want to configure the web section. Just hit enter and there you go. You can now configure the web section. Now it's going to ask you, where will the gateway run? Do you want to run this on this machine or do you want to run this remotely? I'm just going to go ahead and say local. And here is going to ask me whether I want to enable web search using Brave Search. Yes, I want to do that. It's going to ask me for Brave Search API key. And to get that, you have to sign up with Brave Search API and just create a new key. So that way it will be really easy for you to use it. So let's just name it Clawdbot and add. That's it. Let's copy this. Back here, let's paste that and hit enter. Now I can enable web fetch. So yes, I want to do that. And configuration is complete. Now you have web search enabled with your Clawdbot. So after you're done configuring everything, your Clawdbot is going to hatch and you can specify where you want to hatch it. You can hatch it as a graphical user interface in the web browser, or you can hatch it in the terminal UI as I've chosen the WebUI right here. So we have the WebUI here. You can also choose the terminal UI, which looks something like this. I can't share my chat with it because it will expose my WhatsApp number. But if you go in the configuration section right here, you can see all the channels that we have added. Like I have my WhatsApp channel right here. You can also use the same thing in the terminal. And how you're going to do this? You just have to go ahead and say Clawdbot onboard install daemon. Here I'm just going to go ahead and skip everything because I have done everything already. So yes, quick start. I'm going to use existing values. And after restarting, it's going to ask me, how do you want to hatch your bot? Do you want to hatch it in the terminal UI or the web UI? So I'm just going to go ahead and hatch it in the terminal UI. And as soon as you do that, you can interact with Clawdbot in your terminal as well. You can see that it is connected and idle at the moment. It's in the agent mode and the session is Clawdbot terminal UI. We're using OpenAI's GPT-5 mini, or you can chat with Clawdbot just like right here in your WhatsApp and talk with it. Now that we know how we can set this up locally and how we can use this inside any channel, also how to use it inside terminal UI and web UI, I want to talk about the cons of using Clawdbot. As it is an open source and third-party application, there are some security concerns. So be careful before giving it access to any credentials or any system that you have. It would be better to install this on a sandbox computer or rent a cloud computer to test this out, as you might be sharing your local computer as well as your credentials, which can cause a potential breach into your privacy and security. With that said, I think we have covered everything about Clawdbot in this video. If you found this video insightful, hit that like button, share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Ring that notification bell to never miss out on the daily updates. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay curious and keep exploring.